prop. Okay. Radio strobes turn and bank is on. And transponder ALT1200. Good.
Okay, can you hear me?
It's pretty quiet actually.
Okay, you have volume on your headset. Try and turn it up. On the left button here. Twist it all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can turn it to the max. And then you have volume on the intercom too.
I see.
Oh.
Got it.
Okay, so it's all clear ahead. Go ahead and move forward so we're not annoying these guys here.
Sure.
And do a brake check. Check your brakes while you're on the straightaway. They work?
Yeah.
Okay. And we can finish the rest of the checklist once we go out here and
Alright.
make a right.
Where do you want to stop? Where do you want to stop, or just right here?
Yeah, right here is fine. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so transponder to ALT1200 and Reed Hillview ATIS 125.2.
Hold the throttle back.
And departing runway 31 right. Advisories to airmen, runway 31 left closed. Taxiway Yankee closed. Taxiway Bravo, Charlie, and Delta closed. Use caution, personnel and equipment on and in the vicinity of runways and taxiways. Airport operations restricted to arrivals and departures only, no pattern work. Use caution, runways and taxiways are in close proximity, ensure you're lined up for the correct runway. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. All departures advise ground control every departure request. Arrivals contact tower on 119.8. Advise on this for contact, you have information Golf.
Okay, information Golf.
Okay.
Ready view tower information Golf. 2047 Zulu, wind 350 at 8, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 260.
Okay, so in this case, well, of course we would say with Golf, but because so many taxiways are closed, what should we do?
Yeah, just say you have Golf and you want to do a downwind departure, and he'll probably Zulu is open, so it'll be just 3-1 right on Zulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Centurion 6469 November, to ground.
Centurion 6469 November, at the trade winds. I'd like to depart to the north out to Lincoln VFR, and I have Gulf.
Centurion 69 November, runway 31 right. Taxi via Zulu, would you like flight following?
Yes, please. 31 right, taxiway Zulu, 69 November.
Reed Hillview ground, Citabria 2508 Zulu at aerodynamic, taxi for downwind departure with Golf.
Citabria 2508 Zulu to ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Zulu.
Runway 31 right, taxi via Zulu, 08 Zulu.
Centurion 69
Yeah,
November.
all the closures, they don't affect us.
53,
It worked out actually okay.
Departure frequency 121.3.
Yeah.
Squawk 5335, 121.3, 69 November.
There is a truck, by the way.
Okay. He should get out of our way or stop.
02,
There we go.
follow
Yeah,
with
they're
Centurion
out of the
exiting
way.
transient parking approaching Golf.
Yeah, okay, watch the turns.
Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't paying attention and either. Get back in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happens is when you start your turn to the right, it wants to keep going right.
Right.
It's that center of gravity. And the faster you are, the more the turn, it'll actually do a 360 in no time.
Right.
Like you'll do a donut if you're not careful.
Right.
That's why after you land, when we land, you have to come to nearly a complete stop before you exit.
Right.
So there's no hurry, because that'll happen if you if we're rolling down the runway and you're on the right rudder,
I
and
see.
it'll just, you know,
Right.
if you're not quick enough.
There is traffic ahead.
Oh, okay, so we'll go behind them.
Yeah.
And I pull the power back if it's you know, if you're going too fast.
Right.
Ground L2073 Mike at 90, request downwind departure and request VFR following to Fresno Chandler Airport, Kilo Foxtrot Charlie Hotel.
Air 2073 Mike, ready to be ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Zulu.
Ground Mike, taxi via Zulu, L2073 Mike.
And then go a little slower too.
Oh, okay.
Taxi speed is, if someone's doing a fast walk,
I see.
they shouldn't have to run to keep up with you, they're just a quick walk.
Got it.
Air 73 Mike, squawk 4505, departure frequency 120.1.
Squawk 4505, departure frequency 120.1, L2073 Mike.
Huh. It's quite packed.
Okay. Is there any room for us, or?
There's two Cessna.
I think we should be able to go down to the very end where that sign is, that yellow,
Got it.
where it says pilots.
Uh-huh.
We'll go down there. Yeah, it might be a bit tricky getting in between the two of them. It's a bit tight.
Right.
So we can just, yeah, put our tail out where that sign that says pilots.
Uh-huh.
Line up like that other Cessna.
I got it. You want me to cut, so just make a U-turn here, or?
Yeah, go a little bit closer to the grass,
Okay.
and you'll probably have to use a little bit of left brake as you're turning here.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do a tight turn. Go a little bit closer, and then, yep, and then kind of pump that left brake, and then put a little bit of power. There you go.
Whoop.
Yep, that's good. And the tail went in the, so give it a power, so get the tail out of the
Grass.
Out of the grass, yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, my bad.
Yep, okay, that's good. So you're facing into the wind too. Okay, run up.
I see.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so run up. Tail wheels straight, brake held tight. Yep. Flight controls, check full box with stick, rudder deflection. Yep, looks good. Trim, set for takeoff.
Radio, Tau.
That is good. Instruments, check and set. The altimeter is 3008. Okay, fuel check quantity. Halfway between quarter and half on left, and just a tad above quarter on the right.
Okay.
Okay. Doors and windows.
Hotel currents, wind 310 at 10, altimeter 3007.
Okay. Mixture rich. Stick back and throttle to 1800. Okay. Engine, instruments, and ammeter positive and all in the greens. Magnetos. Okay, left 100. Right 100. Okay. Carb heat. Hot. And dropped about 50. And back to cold. Throttle idle to 600 to 900. Okay. Seatbelts, shoulder harnesses fastened. Transponder, ALT, squawk code 1200. Takeoff brief complete. Radio at Reed Hillview Tower 119 or 8. Should we wait for these guys, or are we just ready to go?
You're ready. If you're good, yep.
So looks like it's gonna be what? 1 right?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, 119 point.
Reed Hillview Tower, Citabria 2508 Zulu, holding short, runway 31 right, ready for departure.
Citabria 2508 Zulu, Reed Hillview Tower, right downwind, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
Right downwind departure, runway 31 right, 08 Zulu.
Okay. Ready to go?
Yep, ready to go.
Okay.
Always look on final before you enter the route. Make sure there's no one coming in to land.
Got it.
Even though he clears us for takeoff, it's your responsibility.
Right. And there is no one.
Okay, good. Stick in the middle. Good. Yep.
And full throttle.
Uh-huh. There you go. Just hold it there.
Stick forward. And right about here.
Yep, lift off.
Yep.
Good.
Reed Tower, 7.
Right rudder.
Bravo.
A little bit of right rudder. Woo. Yep.
That's 408 Lean Bravo, Reed Hillview Tower, right downwind, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
Bring the nose a little bit higher. You want to be doing about 65 on the airspeed.
Yeah.
VX. There you go.
We're right about 80 right now.
Okay, so bring the nose higher, and that'll get you to 65, and you'll also climb better.
Okay. A little bit rough too. Wind.
Yes, it's windy today. It's, the wind is stronger.
Huh.
The afternoon wind. Okay. And at the end of the runway, we're supposed to turn a little bit to the right, about 20 degrees,
Oh, okay.
for noise, so we don't fly over the schools. There you go. And now we go straight.
You want to head for Mission Peak, or?
No, we'll head downwind.
Okay.
Since that's what we asked for.
Right.
Okay. Okay, and then look for traffic. Look, make sure it's clear on the right.
Yeah.
All clear? Okay, do a right 90. A little bit more right rudder. There you go. Not that's too much.
My bad.
It's okay. Okay, look off to the left, all clear.
Yeah.
Look to the center, clear.
Clear.
Look to the right, clear.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll do a right downwind. Another right 90, and you're going to fly parallel to the runway. Bring the nose a little higher. We should be doing about 65 there.
Citabria off your right, also
Or
downwind
70
departure.
now, actually.
Airlink Bravo, roger, we got him in sight.
Okay, and we'll do, how's your oil pressure, oil temperature?
Oil temperature is, okay, so oil temp is about 200. Pressure is about 90 or 85.
Okay, normal, all in the green,
Yeah.
all normal.
Uh-huh.
Got power, so that's your climb checklist.
Right.
Climb checklist complete. Okay, we'll go to 4,000 feet.
Okay, 4,000.
And how about we'll do some turns, do left 90, right 90.
Okay.
Look for traffic before you turn left. You know the blind spot?
Yeah.
So lift up the left wing, all clear, and
Yeah.
then do a left 90. And just keep doing those turns until we get to 4,000.
Okay.
Clearing turns, we'll just keep clearing the area.
Okay.
And also your practice work on the coordinate. This is a good turn, this is good. Working on the coordination. There you go, all clear on the right.
Yeah.
Yep, while the wing is up, take, okay, and back to the right.
Louis Tower, arrow 2073 Mike, 183 on right, flight departure.
Okay, go back left, left 90,
Arrow
right 90.
2073 Mike, read over tower, right down, one runway through and right, clear for takeoff.
183 on right, clear for takeoff, arrow 2072 Mike.
Citabria 00, traffic off your right at 3,000 Cessna.
I got the traffic in sight, 08 Zulu. I see him, he's behind us now. Okay,
Got
back
it.
to the right. What altitude are you at?
Huh?
What altitude are you at?
Right now is 3,000.
Okay, so we're at the same altitude. He's at your 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can see him.
I think that's him.
Yep, that's him, yep.
Oh, 07 Mike, contact NorCal 120.10.
Okay, let's go ahead and do another left 90. Look for the blind spot. All clear left?
Yep.
Okay, left 90, right 90. And look to the right before you make sure it's clear. It's all clear. And
all clear.
back to the right.
98485, holding short of 31 right for...
So this is called collision avoidance, basically, as we're climbing up. Even though we have tower, we're on radar, it's our responsibility to make sure that... Because if you just go straight, our blind spot's underneath the nose.
Right.
And so you either have to push the stick forward and clear, make sure it's clear, or do these turns. Either one is fine. As long as we look for traffic.
Right.
Review Tower, Sky 739 Hotel Echo over Calaveras at 3,300 standing. Requesting inbound landing with information.
And 4,000.
Okay, we'll level off.
Oh, okay.
739 Hotel, Garrido Tower, right traffic, runway 2 and right.
Right traffic on.
Okay, so throttle back to 2,300. And mixture lean for altitude. Okay, and now, yeah.
Okay, good. You get leveled off.
Yeah.
And you did your cruise checklist. Check all your gauges in the green.
Yep, everything is in the green.
And power set. Okay.
Yeah.
Make contact NorCal 121.3.
Okay, we'll do our
Looking for
chaps.
traffic, contact
okay.
NorCal 121.3, that's on 98485.
Steering turns.
Right.
You have an emergency landing spot picked out.
Right.
You have your maneuvering speed.
Yeah.
And seatbelts are on and before we do our maneuvers.
Right.
And your
So it's
power
9 Hotel,
set.
go slight left turn
Clearing
there,
turns
white
to the
down.
left.
Yep.
Okay, fly left.
Yeah, clearing turns, altitude, power set. And an emergency landing spot picked out in case we need to land someplace.
I would say, still down there to look,
Nope, yeah.
not bad.
Yep. That looks perfect. Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead and do a left 90-degree turn.
Okay, left 90.
Yep, and we're going to just stay in.
Review Tower, Lancer 588 Sierra is over Calaveras for landing with hotel.
Lancer 5880, Redo Tower, reduce speed, you're following
Keep
Cessna ahead 3 miles. Make right
Another
traffic, runway 2 and right.
Oh,
Okay, we'll reduce speed as much as possible, make right traffic to our right. We can widen out.
Lance 880. I'm in out above 2,000. I'm maintaining best forward speed. I'll make it
I
number
don't
one.
see any traffic.
Okay, we'll
okay.
maintain out above 2,000.
How about some, are you at
forward
4,000?
speed. Is it possible to get an overhead approach so I
Are
can
you
get
at
the gear out?
3.5? Okay, stay at this altitude. Don't go any lower.
Okay.
Because we're near the hills here.
You want me to
Got it.
And we'll
check your
stay
gear?
over this valley. And turn
No,
the
no, I
volume
just
down on
want
the
an
radio.
overhead
Turn those
approach.
guys down
Okay.
so you can hear me.
Okay.
Okay, you got it. Okay, so how about show me slow flight?
Okay.
So your goal is to maintain same heading. So
Yeah.
maintain this heading and maintain the same altitude.
Okay.
And fly it and slow flight.
It's a little bit bumpy here.
Yeah, so we won't go super slow. You can do like 50 or 55.
Okay, sure.
That way it gives you a little more margin of...
Ugh.
Yeah, it's turbulent.
Yeah.
A little...
Okay.
Okay, so...
So throttle back to 100. And let the pitch up. Oh,
Yeah, so that's why I say go to 55. So because
Right.
it's turbulent.
right, we're at.
Okay,
actually.
60 is good. So you can try 60. Try and maintain 60. That way you have more margin of safety with the. There you go. Right rudder when you add power. Keep the nose straight. There you go. You maintain altitude.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, how about a left 90-degree turn?
Okay. Left 90.
Yep, I'll maneuver in slow flight. But when you're in slow flight, everything is very slowly.
Yeah.
You do very shallow bank, and sometimes you might have to add a tiny bit of power if you're doing maneuvers. Okay, good. Okay, very good. And go ahead and recover back to normal cruise flight. Now we'll climb up to 4,000.
Okay, back to 4,000.
Yep, back to 4,000 feet. So pitch up and full power. Right rudder. You see how the plane started going left?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and right rudder. Okay, how about a right 90-degree turn?
Right 90. All right.
Look, clear right. Make sure you clear the area before you turn. I'm going to have you stay over in the valley here. You see that to the right?
Got it.
See that flat ground?
Yeah.
We'll try and stay over there. It might be less bumpy, maybe.
Okay.
Right over the hills here, it gets that's more bumpy. Okay, not too bad on the slow plane. Okay, and then when you're at 4,000, we'll do a power off stall.
Okay. Hold on. And that is 4,000.
Okay. Okay, power off stall.
Okay, power off stall. So make sure everything is clear first.
Yeah, okay, good. Very good.
Right side clear. And left side is clear. Just a fair bit of warning.
Yeah.
I'm rather a bit scared of stalls, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
What are you scared of?
it's just the initial stall itself
Okay.
that kind of catches me off guard. But,
Yeah. Well, we can do it. Just do it slowly. Just
sure.
or you don't even. You can recover before it stalls. Just
Right.
you get a feel for it.
Right.
Try. Why don't you try that?
Okay, sure. So throttle back to idle.
Okay. Remember, car repeat first.
Oh, my bad.
Yep. They forgot that too on the slow flight. I didn't say anything.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's car repeat. Okay. Throttle
Car
back.
beat on, throttle back.
And normally if we're doing a power off stall, you set yourself up like you're coming into land.
Right.
So lower the nose, like you're descending, and pick a point and keep going straight.
Okay.
And then keep bringing the power back to idle.
Okay.
And you need left rudder, because you see how the nose is going to the right?
Yeah.
When you reduce power, left rudder, add
Yeah.
power. Okay, keep bringing the power back to idle all the way.
Yeah, all the way back.
There you go. So you're coming into land.
Yeah.
So now you're going to transition the plane to the landing attitude. We call it the 3-point attitude.
Right.
So bring the stick back. That's level flight.
Right.
Now you bring it back a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
And this is the landing attitude. It's the 3-point attitude.
Right.
And so that's all you're doing. You're just setting the plane up into the landing attitude and keeping the nose straight.
I see.
So, and then bring the stick back a little bit more, and you'll notice it'll start to buffet.
Right.
Yeah, and that's really slow.
Uh-huh.
So now you're on the verge of a stall.
Right.
You're basically, so to recover, just release the pressure on the stick, and it recovers. And you can add power.
I see.
So that's kind of the setup. So it shouldn't be that scary for you.
Right.
Okay, so now we can do a full stall.
Okay.
So the same thing, bring the power to idle.
Power idle.
Yep. Little bit will keep the nose straight.
Yeah.
Okay, and then bring the plane into the landing attitude, the 3-point attitude.
Okay.
A little bit more nose high.
Okay.
So when you're landing, it'll look a little nose high.
Right.
And then when you do a full landing, the stick is all the way back. It
Right.
should be all the way back. So just keep coming back with the stick.
Right.
There's the buffeting. Keep coming back. And just hold it there. We won't do a full nose high. Keep it back. It's getting close.
Yeah.
And there, you just recover.
Yeah.
Good. And then full power and nose up above the horizon. There you go. And right rudder. Right. Good. Full power, car peak cold.
And carpet cold.
Yep. So it shouldn't, yeah. I know it's a little scary. So if you do it in segments and just gradually get used to it, it should be less intimidating. Okay, let's do a left 90.
Okay, left 90.
Clear, make sure it's clear before you turn.
Yeah, everything is...
Go ahead and put the mixture a little bit richer. Just
Okay.
keeps the engine cooler, and since we're doing a lot of power changes as well as
Right.
we're doing the full power, we should have it. Yeah. Okay, keep turning here and go back to 4,000 feet.
Okay.
And another left 90. So that's the power off stall. That's the reason we do it. If you're coming into land,
Right.
you want to be able to recognize what it feels like,
Right.
and then be able to recover. So
Right.
just letting go with the stick or a little bit of forward pressure, you're going to recover.
Right.
Because it's all to do with the angle of attack on the wings,
Right.
and of course the airspeed too. But mainly it's all angle of attack.
Right.
Okay, now so now you go ahead and do. Are we at 4,000 yet?
3,900.
Okay, so we'll go to 4 and level off.
Okay.
You get to 4, do your
let's-
pitch power trim.
Okay, 4,000.
Okay, so pitch for level flight. And hold it there. Let the airspeed come up. Hold it level. And then throttle back. Pitch power. 22 and trim.
Okay.
Okay, now we'll try a power on stall.
Okay.
So that's like a departure stall, like a takeoff stall.
Right.
You remember how to do that
Well, full power, correct?
one? Yeah, but we want to slow the plane down first to 50, like takeoff speed.
Nice.
Lift off 55 or 60.
I see.
So put the carpet hot,
Carpet hot.
throttle come back,
Throttle back.
and hold the nose level. And don't let and wait for the airspeed to decrease down to 55 or 60.
Right.
And at that point, you'll add power. We won't do full. You can just do 75%, so
Okay.
23 or so.
Okay.
And carpet cold and pitch up.
Okay, carb heat cold.
Yep.
And pitch up.
And power, of course. It's like a
Power.
power on. There you go. Right there. And then hold that at right rudder. You have to keep increasing the right rudder.
Right.
As whatever's necessary to keep the nose straight.
Uh-huh.
And keep pitching up. There's the buffeting.
Yeah.
A little bit more pitch up. We're very close. A little bit more. And a little more. See, there's the buffeting.
Yeah, and in case of a yaw, it's top rudder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right rudder. Okay, go ahead and recover. It didn't quite do a full stall, but that's okay. Then recover. There you go. So the key is to be able to recognize the stall, what it feels like,
Right.
and then to recover appropriately.
I see.
Okay, so there's stalls, and then you can go into spins too. If it stalls and it's uncoordinated, it can go into a spin,
Right.
which we're not going to do today.
I see.
Okay, level off at 4,000 or whatever altitude you're at.
Okay, 4,100.
Okay, so just level off here,
Uh-huh.
level flight, and set your plane up, configure it for maneuvering speed, so should have at least 90, 95.
Yeah, 85 right now.
Okay, 95 is good at maneuvering.
Okay.
Okay, let's do some steep turns, steep power turns.
Okay. To the left or right?
Yep, we'll do one to the left and then to the right.
Okay, let me clear the area first.
When you just before you turn, just look for traffic because
Okay.
it's a steep turn, so it's really fast.
I see.
So you don't have to do clearing turns. Just make
Okay.
sure we're going left. Okay, it's all clear, all to the left there.
Yeah.
Don't forget to add a tiny bit of power. There you go, in the turn. Yep, and a 45 degree. Looking good, okay, looking good, and then we'll roll it, look to the right before we turn. We're going to roll it right into the right. Okay, go forward with the stick, so as you level, and a right steep turn, there you go. A right 360, very good. Looking good, yeah, it looks good. You're slicing the horizon at a 45-degree angle. And you keep the exact same picture the whole way around. Very good, and then roll it out with rudder and aileron and a little bit of forward pressure, and power comes to take your power out. That extra 100 or 200, whatever you added. Pretty good. And did you... Good, were you able to hold altitude? Good?
Yeah.
Not too bad, yep. Very good. Okay, now let's say we had an engine failure.
Uh-huh.
Let's say our engine quit,
Right.
and I'm the passenger. What are you going to do?
Go for checklist.
Okay. Well, the first thing you want to do is get that 65, that attitude,
Okay.
right there.
Right.
Whatever the picture, yeah, and trim it. And then, yeah, of course, A for airspeed, B,
Uh-huh.
B your best field.
Best field. Right down there to the
Okay,
left.
that's the one you picked already. Good.
Yeah.
We'll stick with that. Okay. Does it matter what direction you're landing in
No.
for the wind? Because it doesn't. Okay.
Well,
I think the wind is out of the north, so
Right.
we'll have a crosswind either way.
okay.
Okay, and then C, checklist and...
Checklist. So airspeed, maintain 65. Well, we're right at 80 right now, though, so...
Okay.
So should we
Yep.
pitch up for
Yeah.
65?
Yep, but don't go above level flight because you'll
Okay.
go too slow.
Right.
So just about, it's very...
Yep.
And when it's turbulent or bumpy, it's harder to maintain 65.
Right. Okay, select landing site and proceed to it. Well, it's right to the left. Mixture idle cutoff.
No, put it right. Yeah, don't pull it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Okay, good.
touch it. Fuel shutoff valve off, I'm not gonna touch that. Master switch on. Radio mayday call, I'm not gonna do that. Position airplane 1000 AGL on downwind of beam landing site.
Okay, so now we have to decide. You have to land it. How would you maneuver the airplane to get to land it in your spot? And then look at your the airspeed. I know it's too fast because the nose is down.
Yeah.
You want to keep the same picture, that exact slightly. There you go. Okay.
So we're downwind to it, so
Okay. Very good. So which field are you landing in again?
Right
Oh,
there.
that green one. Okay.
yeah.
The circle one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay, that looks like a good field. I think you should be able to land it there.
should I turn
Yeah, you know what? We won't get too low here because we don't want to get in the hills. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but that's pretty good. Okay, so we'll add some power. We'll head back.
Okay.
And full power and right rudder. There you go. Keep it straight. There you go. And how about a right 180
Okay, right 180.
and carpet cold?
Carb heat is cold.
There you go. And full power. Good. Yeah, if we lost your engine, you had to turn, obviously, at some point back to your field to land it in.
Right.
Because we have a lot of hills around here, you'd have to time it.
Right.
That you can get down into your spot. That's a pretty good field, that round one. There's another one down here too. It's
Oh yeah.
you see that kind of long one? It's pretty long.
Yeah.
That'd be another option.
Okay. Should we stay at altitude or should
go
we...
to 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Or you can stay at this altitude if you want.
I'll head over to 3,000 then.
Okay, head up to 3. Level off at 3 and we'll pick up the ATIS.
Oh, okay.
You can turn up the volume. I think you had it turned down.
Yeah.
And we'll pick up the ATIS. Listen.
That's 125.2, right?
Correct, yep. Yeah, I think next time go for that other field there, Edgar.
Okay.
The long one.
Yeah.
It's much longer, this going this way. Yeah.
Closed.
Keep that in mind
Taxiways
for
Bravo,
next time.
Charlie, and Delta closed. Airport operations
That's long.
restricted to arrivals and departures only. No pattern work. Taxiway operations are restricted to taxiways Alpha, Echo, and Zulu. Use caution. Runways and taxiways are in close proximity. Ensure you are lined up for the correct runway. All departures advise ground control of your departure request. Arrivals contact tower on 119.8. Advise an initial contact. You have hotel.
Okay, information, hotel.
Okay, what was the wind? Did you remember what the wind was?
Immediate tower information hotel. 21470. Wind 310 at 12.
Okay.
Visibility 10.
Yeah, right there.
Sky clear.
Okay.
That's straight down the runway then,
8.9,
actually.
altimeter 3007.
That's pretty nice.
Yep, that is good.
RNAV Zulu runway 31 right approach in use. Landing and departing runway 31 right. Advisory to airmen, runway 31 left, closed. Taxiway Yankee, closed. Taxiways Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, closed. Airport operations restricted to arrivals and departures only. No pattern work. Taxiway operations are restricted to taxiways Alpha, Echo, and Zulu. Use caution. Runways and taxiways are in close proximity. Ensure you are lined up for the correct runway. All departures advise ground control of your departure request. Arrivals contact tower on 119.8. Advise an initial contact. You have hotel.
I went into Alpha Kilo.
That's another thing that I've been wondering about. Like, how can you tell approximately how much distance you are from the airport?
You'll have to just get good at eyeing it up. I can show you where the 3 mile mark is. And then,
sure.
And then, so this is UTC.
Okay.
Right now, right where their buildings are.
Okay.
And right now we're about 15 to 20 miles, I would say.
Okay.
Just
27 Bravo, continue to the end and then contact ground.
You know, I had GPS before, so I know what that looks like. So now you can, if you look at that, then can you see the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is about 15 to 20 miles.
Okay.
And everything is always an estimate, unless you have GPS.
I see.
So it doesn't have to be an exact science, as long as you're close.
Okay.
So this is what 15 to 20 looks. This is probably 15,
Okay.
actually. Okay, so give them a call. Whenever there's a break in the action.
Straight in, runway 31 right, report 3 mile final.
Straight in, 31 right, report 3 mile final for Zimmer Foxtrot.
Set to 0 runway Foxtrot, roger, and you're following at Skylane about 12 o'clock and 2 miles, 2,700.
Look at the traffic for Zimmer Foxtrot.
Citabria Tower, Citabria 2508 Zulu over UTC at 3,500, inbound for landing with hotel.
Citabria 2508 Zulu, Riva Tower, make right traffic for runway 31 right, report 3 miles north on the 45.
Hold on, I'll talk to her.
Okay.
Tower 2508 Zulu, we are positioned for straight in, and can we report 3 miles, 31 right?
Citabria 08 Zulu, make straight in, runway 31 right, report 3 mile final. Say again your altitude.
Altitude 2,500, 31 right, report 3 on 2508 Zulu.
Citabria 08 Zulu, Roger. And how far to the south are you?
Approximately 8 miles, I would say, 08 Zulu.
Citabria 08 Zulu, ident.
Okay, press the ident. We might be 7. Yeah,
Citabria 08 Zulu, ident observed.
Okay, so he got us on.
Zero Romeo Foxtrot, take in position and altitude.
UTC about 2980 feet.
Cessna 0 Romeo Foxtrot, Roger, and ident.
Ident 40 Foxtrot.
So yeah, I had to call him because he told us to report north on the 45,
Right.
which we can't because we're coming from the south.
Yeah.
Stanley
So I just had to clarify.
right, clear to land.
You run right, clear to land, 182 Kilo.
Okay, we'll do.
Cessna 0 Romeo Foxtrot, ident observed, continue inbound. There's here nearest traffic to follow is Citabria, about 5 miles ahead.
Looking 40 Foxtrot. Is it ahead of me?
Hey, it's 5 miles ahead of you on final, yes.
Okay, I can slow down if you want.
Mr. Romeo Foxtrot should be fine with your current speed. You don't have to adjust it. The Citabria is indicating 80 knots.
Okay, thank you. 40 Foxtrot.
Okay, we'll do our seatbelts on, mixture full rich.
Visual view
Mixture
tower,
full
Cessna
rich.
4460 pop.
Undercarriage, pre-landing,
Cessna 4460 Papa, Riva Tower, verify you have information hotel.
Affirm hotel.
And then, see that lake to
60
the left?
Papa, understand you have hotel
On the left?
and
Yeah.
right traffic from
There's a lake
right,
over
and
there?
report 3 miles
That's
north
3
on the
miles.
45.
I see.
So we're not quite, we're nearly at 3 miles.
31 right, and
So then
we'll
you
report
have to-
3 miles on the 45. 60 pop.
And then, yeah, don't get any lower out here. Stay at this altitude.
Okay.
Because if you keep getting lower, we're going to be too low.
Right.
Usually at the 3 mile mark, you want to be about 2,000 feet altitude.
Okay.
And the winds are strong today too.
Yeah.
So they're 12, so we need to keep the power up and so yeah, stay at this altitude until we re-intercept the glide slope.
Okay.
Okay, so we're about, this is the 3 mile mark. So this is what 3 miles looks like from the airport, okay?
Oh, okay.
So whenever you get a chance, call the tower and tell them you're 3 miles.
Okay.
Reed Hillview Tower, Citabria 2508 Zulu, 3 miles south of the airport at 2,500 inbound for landing with hotel.
Okay, you don't need to say all that.
Got it.
08 Zulu, taking altitude.
You're at 1,500 or whatever.
1,500, 08 Zulu.
Citabria 08 Zulu, Roger. Runway 31 right, clear to land, traffic short final, Cessna.
So just say 3-1 right, clear to land.
31 right, clear to land, 08 Zulu.
Yeah, so when you call him at the 3 mile mark, you don't need to say all that stuff.
I got it.
It's too much. He already knows you. He knows you're coming in. He knows everything. So all you have to say is 3 miles for 3-1 right. Just tell him you're at 3 miles and you're further right.
I see.
And that way, because when you're talking on the radio, it takes up a lot of space, especially if it's busy.
Right.
You want to say as little as possible, but as much information. Okay,
I
so
got
we'll
it.
start coming down. So carpet hot,
Carb heat hot.
and throttle come back to 15.
Throttle back to 15.
Okay, there you go. And stay right on that center line of the runway.
Contact ground off runway.
Go look all the way down to the
Contact ground,
runway
182
and stay right on the center line.
Okay.
And Tower 171 Pop Foxtrot, ready to go, 31 right.
Bonanza 171 Papa Foxtrot, Reed Tower, Roger,
We're
hold short, runway
descending now,
31
so
right.
you're lower the
Hold
nose,
short,
so you're
31 right,
descending.
Pop
There you
Fox.
go.
Bonanza 1 Papa Foxtrot, can you depart without delay?
Let's go.
Bonanza 1 Papa Foxtrot, no delay, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
31 right, immediate takeoff, 171 Pop Foxtrot.
Citabria 08 Zulu, traffic departing is a Bonanza.
Roger, there is Zulu.
Okay, so stay on the center line. You're not lined up on the, from what I can see back here. It looks like you're lined up down the center of the, yeah, so stay on your runway. 3-1 right.
Got it.
Yep. Go ahead and lower the nose, so we're actually descending. There you go. Yeah, you should be in a, there you go, a gradual descent. And stay right on that center line.
Got it.
Okay, set up straight.
Ugh.
You're doing fine. Just relax. Don't have such a tight grip on the controls. There
I
you
see.
go. And slowly bringing the power back. It looks like you got the runway guaranteed. Okay. Keep coming down here. Okay. Going to slowly transition to level flight. Don't pull back yet. There you go. And then you're going to put it in the 3-point attitude. And then stick all the way back.
Okay.
You see how you need patience?
Yeah.
Come down and then you transit, and this is what it looks like when you land. You see how the nose is, we call it the 3-point attitude or the landing attitude. Okay, stick back.
Citabria 08 Zulu, continue to echo and contact ground off the runway.
Continues to echo, contact ground 0 Zulu.
Okay, stick back and don't change frequencies.
Okay.
Just keep the stick back and stay on the center line.
Got it.
Commands 1 Papa Foxtrot, traffic 1 o'clock and 1.5 mile is the Cessna, descending into Reed 1800, descending.
Soldier 1 Papa.
Cessna 0 Romeo Foxtrot, traffic 1 o'clock and mile. There's a Bonanza southeastbound departure 1300. We'll pass about a half a mile off your right hand side.
That's right, 40 Foxtrot.
Yeah, that's why I say
Foxtrot,
always
Roger,
slow
runway
it down.
21 right, clear to land.
You come to like
Clear to land, 40 Foxtrot.
Okay. Take it easy there. Don't
Papa
keep us on the...
Traffic no
My bad, sorry.
It's okay.
Bonanza 1 Papa Foxtrot, Roger. And that frequency change approved for NorCal departure 120.1.
Okay.
That's what I was telling you about. It starts, once it starts moving to the...
Thanks, we got to kind of manage this. All we have, everybody is a full-length landing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, here, ground 29 Charlie with a question.
29 Charlie, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to ask, is taxiway Charlie going to be closed permanently, or is that just until all the construction's done?
I am not sure at this point. I think that's going to be the last thing they work on when they're done, but I'm not positive what's going on with that.
Okay, thanks.
And it's just Charlie between the runways. It's not Charlie between the taxiways and 31 right.
Correct, thanks.
Right.
Reed Heavy Ground, Citabria 2508 Zulu at Echo Taxi Aerodynamic.
Citabria 2508 Zulu, Reed Ground, taxi via Zulu.
Taxi via Zulu, 0 Zulu.
Okay, and don't forget your after landing check.
Oh.
The trim, the carpet cold.
Carpet is cold.
Lean the mixture a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And what else? You got the trim, the carpet, the mixture, transponder.
Yep,
Turn it
transponder
off.
is good.
Turn it off. Okay. And we didn't have the landing light, so
Yeah.
don't need to worry about that.
Oh, come on.
It's got to see. You got to mind Yes, so after you land, when you want to exit, come to like put on the brakes and stop straight. Come to nearly a complete stop, and then exit. Because otherwise, you'll get yourself in trouble until you get better at control.
Right.
Because the plane, once it's, if you have any bit of speed and you're moving forward and you kick in right rudder, it takes a while to go right. But once it does go right, it just wants to keep going right.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, you know, because it's picking up momentum. It's to do with center of gravity.
Yeah.
And you'll get yourself in trouble. So slow it down. And then exit.
Okay.
And the same thing here. If it's getting squirrely on you, just pull the power back, all the way back, and apply the brakes gently.
Got it.
If it's getting all squirrely and not doing what
Reed,
you want.
ground 40 Foxtrot at end. Run to request taxi back to uniform row.
No, we clear.
Skype 40 Foxtrot, Reed Ground, taxi via Zulu.
Zulu 40 Foxtrot.
Momentum when you're turning right, it takes a while to pick up, but then it wants to keep the momentum, wants to keep bringing it that way, and
I see.
That's the tricky spot. Yeah. Okay, keep going here. We'll take. I guess we can take the first spot over there.
Okay.
If you want.
Okay, shutdown checklist. Okay, engine at 1,000. Radios and electrical switches are off. Okay, mixture lean all the way out. Okay, master switch off.